Hey everybody, Thrift Store Hacker back again, and I was wandering around the dollar store the other day, and for some reason, dollar store got a bulk buy on these, or Dollar Tree, or whatever it is, and these are usually about 20 bucks for the set. This is Rust-Oleum NeverWet. It's a liquid repelling treatment, hydrophobic coating, and I saw these. I had to get a couple of boxes of them because they were a buck. I don't know if they're phasing out the product, or my guess is there was some tractor trailer crash or something and the dollar store just bought a bunch of these for stupid cheap and sent them out to their stores. But nevertheless, I'm quite happy that I found this for $1. So what I'm going to do today is I've noticed online that people are doing art on sidewalks and stuff using hydrophobic coatings. So I decided to try this out. I have this old metal cooler lid here from a long extinct tour, and I taped everything off but this smiley face. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to coat this. That way when it's done and I pour water on it, it should run right off of any of the art that I put on here, and you'll be able to see it when it's wet. Now, going through the instructions here, you need to use it in temperatures between 50 and 90. We already got that covered. The base coat application, you're going to shake the living heck out of step 1, which is the base coat. So let's start shaking that. You got to shake this for a minute. I've already shook it up a little bit, but can't hurt to shake it up a little bit more. That says you want to put 2 light coats of the base coat over the top of this. Shake this up a little bit more. All right. And we'll just put very light coat. I should be 6 to 12 inches away from the product when spraying this. That eye just got a little bit more of a coat than expected. Hang on a second. I'm going to have to turn my fan on, because I'm doing this down in the basement and I don't want to die. Alright, so I put the 1 coat on. I'm going to let this dry up, and then I'm going to put a 2nd coat on. And I'm going to click back to you when I start doing step 2. Alright, step 1 is cured up. It's dried. I've probably let it sit for about a half an hour as instructed in the instructions on the NeverWet. Now we're going to start with the top coat, step 2. I took this can up for about a minute. We're just going to go over the top of this. I want to do light coats over the top. And then we let it wait for about a minute and set up, and then we can put another light coat on it. As you can see, it's got a little discoloration, and it's because this is frosted clear, so it will have a little bit of a haze on it after we're done treating it. Actually kind of see it right there, the haze growing on there. You can see it drying up. And while this is drying, I kind of had a funny thought. Now, if you are scared of dihydrogen monoxide, does that make you a hydrophobe? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I should probably tell you in this time while we're waiting for this to cure that you should probably hit the bell, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and do all that stuff. I don't care. I put this channel is for my own amusement, and if you guys learn something from it, I'm quite happy. If you have questions or comments, you can always leave me a comment or a question down in the comments thread. I'm usually pretty good at getting back to people on the comments. Let's see if we've, yeah, that's set up pretty good, so we can give it another coat. It's been about a minute or so, and 6 to 12 inches away. Trying not to soak the surface. You gotta have that good spray can skill. And I think I went over this in a previous video, but when you go to spray something, don't go back and forth like that because you're going to get pooling on each corner and you'll get runs. But if you go across it and just kind of start outside of your material and just across the top like that, be a nice even coating. And then when you get to the end, stop spraying and then continue again, spray and go across, let off. Spray again, go across, let off. You get a really nice even coating. Now, get a little closer here. You can see there's just a little bit of discoloration. You can definitely see it on the tape here. But I don't think that's going to be too much of a problem. I got some pretty nice coats on there. To the touch, this is a little rough. And I don't know if that's normal. I think it is normal. I haven't played with this stuff that much since it came out. When it came out, I saw on the internet, had to have some of it. But at 20 bucks a box, I wasn't going to do a whole lot of experimentation or anything like that. Found it for $1 a box, so hey, yeah, let's do it. Okay, in the I'm going to cut here, and in the next clip, you'll see the tape all removed from this. We're going to have to wait about a half an hour for this to set up properly. I'll remove all the tape, and we'll dump some water on it and see if the water will run away, and you can just kind of see the art right there. Up, and I pulled the tape off. I don't think I let it dry enough, or the tape and the compound were just sticking, so a little bit of deformation on the edges there. As you can see, it is a frosted clear material. I think the deformation, I could have taken care of this just by going around it with a razor blade before I took the tape off, or let the product cure up for another couple of hours. But we have what we have. Now I have a water bottle here, a little spray bottle full of water. And we're just going to go over this really quick. Bunch of water on here. One of the reasons why this might have deformed a little bit too is I didn't thoroughly prep the surface. You're probably going to want to prep the surface with alcohol. Get it really clean before you do this. Let's zoom in and take a closer look here. I'm going to pour a bunch of water across this. You see how the water's just beading up right there? This beads up and runs right off the material. If you look up towards one of the eyes here, you can see that the water is staying away, except for, there's a little bit of beading where the product lifted off. But as I said, I don't think that's the product's issue. I think that was my preparation. Dump a little more water in here. Yeah, look at that. It's beating up all the way around the side there. Oh, put too much water on the lid. It went over the lip there, and it's kind of... There we go. I'll pour a little across the bottom again here. You can see the water just runs right off of that. That's just fascinating. I'm drowning my counter in water here. Let me tip this up a little bit so it stops leaking out of that corner. There we go. Give me the ability to pour a little bit more water on there. As you can see, I'm pour right onto the NeverWet there, and it just runs right off of it. That is just so fascinating to me. As you can see, you get enough water on it, and your art will stick out. Now, my thoughts on this is if we do another video, we'll go out and do this on a piece of concrete somewhere. Because, A, the frosted material, you're going to see a lot less on the concrete. And then whenever it rains, somewhere amidst the Reno here, we'll have a neat little piece of art that you'll only see if it rains. As I run my finger across that there, you see the water just kind of beating up on top of it. Go up onto the NeverWet surface. When it does, you just a little bead like that, and you just knock it right off. I think we're going to have to play around with this a little bit more. Put in the comments if you want to see me never wet something, you know, like an old shoe or a shirt or something. I got a couple of boxes of this stuff, so if there's any experiments you want to see, please make a comment, and we'll try to figure out a way to get it done. Yeah. Look at that one, I just completely covered the surface. There's a lot of water right there, so let's kind of skim that off. You see it just dries right up again and build little surface tension, a little ridge like this on the edge. That was just fascinating. Now, this works with water, but there are going to be some things that it doesn't work with. I was looking at the instructions here, and where is it? Yeah, they say in here, does NeverWet work with all the liquids? And they say certain solvents, alcohol, soap, and detergents will cause the surface coating to lose super hydrophobicity. That is a mouthful. Once these chemicals are removed, the super hydrophobicity will return. NeverWet is less effective at repelling motor oils or oil-based liquids, which is when I first got a box of this NeverWet, that was like one of the first things, you know, I was trying different things on it. And yeah, it does not like motor oil, because motor oil's particles are a lot smaller than water, especially if you're using like a super synthetic. But there you have it. And if there's anything you want me to do with this NeverWet coating, please put it down in the comments. But that's all we have for today. And until next time, build stuff and have fun.